G'day guys, my name's Nick and welcome to my channel Low Range Nick, where I do videos about four-wheel driving, accessory fitting and maintenance for your four-wheel drive vehicle. So in today's video I'm going to carry out a front and rear diff oil change on my Isuzu Mu-x, and I'm going to go through all of the steps necessary to carry out the service. So before I get stuck into changing the diff oil on my Isuzu Mu-x, the first step is to take the vehicle for a 10 to 15 minute drive to heat up the oil in the diffs. What this is going to do is thin that oil out in the diffs and make it a heap easier to get all of the old oil out when we go to drain it. So what you can see here are all of the parts and the tools necessary to carry out the oil change on my Isuzu Mu-x. Now if you do have another make or model of vehicle, the process I'm going to show you today is the exact same for most vehicles. The only difference will be the certain oils that you will require for your front and rear diff oils. This can be checked by your local auto store, where they can recommend you with the correct oil for your vehicle. So the diff oil that I'm going to be using in my Isuzu Mu-x today is an 80/90 weight oil in the front diff and an 80/140 weight oil in the rear diff. Now the reason for this is that I have an e-locker fitted to the rear diff, and this is the specific oil that they recommend to run. Now if you do have factory open front rear diffs, you can run an 80/90 weight oil in the front and rear diff or a 75/90 weight oil as well. Just double check with your local auto store that you are picking up the correct oil when you go to grab it. Now the Isuzu Mu-x and D-max require 1.2 litres of diff oil for the front diff and 2.2 litres of diff oil for the rear diff. Some of the tools I'm going to require to carry out the oil change today are a breaker bar with a 24mm socket, a 14mm socket and a 17mm socket as well. I'm also going to require a couple of bits and pieces to handle the oil. So here I have a drain tray, I've got a funnel and a little Tom Thumb pump. I also like to put a piece of cardboard here under everything when I'm draining it, just to catch any of those drips and drops that might escape the drain tray. So now I'm underneath the front of the vehicle. I just need to remove this rear bash plate. So on my vehicle I have 17mm bolts at the front of the bash plate and 14mm bolts at the rear. So that's because I have a diff drop fitted to the vehicle. Now if your vehicle is standard still, you'll have 4 17mm bolts on the front and rear of that bash plate. So let's get this removed from the vehicle and then we can get stuck into changing the oil. So now that I've removed my bash plate, here we can see the front diff. So on the diff we have a fill bung and a drain bung. So what I'm going to do is remove both of these bungs and drain all of my oil into my drain pan. So we always remove the fill bung first, so that you know you can definitely fill the diff, and also to help that oil rush out when we remove the drain. So now we can remove the drain bung and drain all the diff oil into our little drain pan. So while the diff oil is draining, I'm just going to clean up my bungs a little bit. So in the drain bung here, there's a bit of a magnet to collect any swarf that's going around in the diff. So we just want to clean that out and make sure it's nice and fresh when we put it back in. And with the copper washers, you can get away with reusing them a couple of times. So if they look alright, you should be okay to reuse them. Alrighty guys, so I'm almost ready to fill the front diff with some fresh oil. But before I do, I always like to flush through just a little bit of fresh oil just to clean out any bits that might sit in the bottom of the diff. So what I'm going to do is just push a little bit of fresh oil into there and watch it drain through. So these little pump packs are pretty cool because you don't need any pump or anything, it's all built in. You can just squeeze it and you'll see it drain through there. So wait for that to all drain out and then we can put the drain bung back in and start filling it properly. So now that all the fresh oil has drained out, we can just put our drain bung back in and we can tighten that up. So now I'm ready to fill the front diff with some fresh oil. So what I need to do is fill the diff with oil until it just starts trickling out of the fill bung hole. Then I know the diff oil level is correct and I can refit my fill bung. So now you can see that the diff oil is coming out the fill bung here. So now we can refit our fill bung and we know that the front diff is at the correct oil level. So now that my front diff oil has been changed and both of my bungs are tight, I can just give it a bit of a clean up here, clean down some of that oil, and I can use a bit of degreaser and hose it off later. So just before we finish working on the front diff, there's one thing in the front diff that a lot of people seem to miss when they change the oil. And that is that the front diff actually has an actuator here, and this actuator has its own little oil compartment. So what we need to do is check the oil condition in the actuator oil compartment and change it if necessary. So you can do that by loosening off the bung on the back side of the actuator up here. So it's a 24mm bung. And you can use a little zip tie like this with a bend in it just to dip the oil and check the condition. Now I am going to change the actuator oil today because I haven't changed it yet. So what I'm going to do now is show you guys exactly how to change the oil in the actuator compartment here on the driver's side of the diff. So now I'm just on the back of the shift actuator here, and you can see this 24mm bung, and what I'm going to do is remove this bung and I'm going to suck the oil out using a syringe. So you can see there that the oil is looking pretty dark, so it's a good time to be changing it. So I'm at about 120,000 Ks and it's looking like it should definitely be changed this service. There we go. So that's full now. So that took about 80 mils, so about 75-80 mils of diff oil until it started overflowing. So now I can refit that fill bung back to the actuator and we know our level is correct. So there you go guys, now I've changed the front diff oil and the front diff actuator oil. Now I know that my front diff and four-wheel drive actuator is going to be working perfectly for years to come. So now I'm ready to put my bash plates back on and move to the rear axle. So now we're down the back of the vehicle at the rear diff, and just like the front diff we have a fill bung and a drain bung. So I'm going to remove both the bungs and drain out the old oil. So I'm just using my little Tom Thumb pump here, and I'm just going to pump the fluid out of the drum into the diff and flush a bit of that fresh fluid through and try and get all of that old fluid out of the diff housing. And now I'm ready to refit my drain bung and start filling the diff. So now we can refit our bung and tighten it up. Now we can just give the diff a little bit of a clean up, bit of a degrease, and then we'll hose it off later on. So there you go guys, now I've changed the front and rear diff oils on my Isuzu Mu-x. Now I know that the drivetrain is going to be working in A1 condition for years to come. Now the service schedule for my 2018 model is to change the diff oils approximately every 45,000 kilometers, but in saying that, it is a good idea to check the oil condition at every service. So thanks a lot for watching, and if you do have any tips and tricks of your own that you'd like to share, please drop them down below in the comments. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more four-wheel driving, accessory fitting, and maintenance videos. Cheers guys.